Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. Man, it is again feeling more and more like nothing I've ever felt before in crypto. The news back at the beginning used to be nearly impossible to find. You'd find a few big articles every year. Now there are major articles coming out all day, every day. And right now, the narrative, I believe, has been set for the new financial system, for everything that we've waited for. Majority of everything has been done as of November 30th that we were hoping would get done so that our assets could go live. Now we're waiting for the little minuscule things. I know it seems big, but minuscule in the sense that it's up to them to determine the outcome, the Ripple and the SEC case. It's not really a major deal. Of course it is, but it isn't. And here's why I say that. Ripple has tons of money. They're evaluated as a $15 billion company. I'm not even sure what that considered. A unicorn is $1 billion and a decacorn is $10 billion. I'm not sure what it goes beyond that, but I'm sure there is a title. So $15 billion is pretty amazing. Having said that, at any given point, SEC would accept a settlement, and vice versa. So would Ripple. The only hesitation on Ripple's behalf is they want to be labeled not a security, and to have the clarity they need moving forward. Again, if they settle, that leaves the rest of the industry on its own. And again, it didn't get being the standard for a reason. Everything that Ripple and XRP are being laid out in the court case now sets precedent for the entire crypto industry moving forward. There's so much going on, guys. I'm going to get into the articles really quickly. U.S. Congress candidate Walker calls crypto community collectively support Ripple against the SEC overreach. Feel free to go into the article. January Walker highlighted the widely held belief that a ruling against Ripple would be detrimental to the majority of assets within the crypto space. And again, that's something even that was reiterated with Charles Hoskinson, the founder and CEO of Cardano ADA, had stated as his expectations that he had heard was the settlement would happen tomorrow, December 15th, and that Ripple and XRP would have the clarity they need, but the rest of the industry basically was going to be on their own. So, as I've said from the beginning, whether you like Ripple, love Ripple, hate Ripple, like, love, or hate XRP, you might want to get behind and support the fact that they win this case against the SEC so that your asset, your fintech company, and your investments are not affected in the same manner. Also, Ripple CTO's NFT collection with ugly people is out. Here's what's happening. David Schwartz issues specific NFT collection with ugly creatures on Ethereum. So, Ripple CTO and architect of the XRPL system, or one of the architects, David Schwartz, released his own NFT collection, Ugly on the Outside. The 28 pieces of digital art were created on Ethereum and are for sale on the OpenSea marketplace. Also, why XRP lawsuit is more important than ever for SEC. XRP lawsuit news. John Deaton, XRP lawyer, mentioned that he didn't expect that this will go down with the FTX fraud. So CEO Sam Bankman-Fried, the SBF, turned out to be the biggest positive news for the crypto market in a very long time. He was arrested by the Bahamian Authority just before the day of his hearing, and that's before Congress. However, a lawyer involved in the XRP lawsuit has suggested some more big actions are to come ahead of the arrest. The U.S. SEC pressed multiple charges against SBF, and the commission accused FTX's ex-CEO of organizing a scheme to defraud equity investors, violating securities law, and more. And that's just the beginning. There is a handful down a list of charges he's actually being held. And I believe that's through the SEC and the CFTC alike. It's about to hit the fan for him, so that's going to be interesting to follow out. On the next and final article of today's video, Ripple to save 8 billion people worldwide with sustainable blockchain tech and XRP. Before we go into that article, there's some news that just got released as well. They're actually having gold shortages. The Austrian Mint is having trouble keeping up with the demand for the supply of and requests for gold. So again, there's so much happening around the world. The crisis is here. XRP is ready to go and save the world, so to speak. 8 billion people. So climate change experts believe that Ripple XRP Ledger, the XRPL, has the ability to differentiate between low quality and value-added carbon credits. Ripple is building a portfolio of long-term additive and science-based carbon credits that could cater to Ripple's commitment to hitting net zero by 2030. And Yoshitaka Katal has a tweet also too stating that pioneering sustainability technologies with crypto and blockchain during the Ripple swell. So as the blockchain industry continues to evolve and fast existing platforms have been taking initiatives that align with sustainable energy goals. Earlier this year, Ethereum dropped its POW consensus mechanism and shifted to a more environmental friendly POS mechanism. And that's again reminding XRP, XLM, and XDC have now become bridges to Ethereum and the smart contracts capabilities as well. So there's a lot going on. It's one of those things. It's just so much going on. It's like overwhelming. It's like very strong currents, almost like a rip current out in the ocean. But we're going to continue to follow so much of this. And I believe, it's just one of those things where through all of the, the bear markets and the down times, this just feels so much different. It feels more bullish, even though pricing is temporarily affected. Retracements are happening with most assets. I've had a few like XRPayNet that have seen 100% gains during this downtime. For me personally, I'm excited to see where that goes in the bull market in the next bull run cycle of 2025. But again, I think there's a lot of potential there. And I think for assets like XRP that were kind of manipulated in the last bull run and did not really see the bull run, to me that was more bullish than ever because it was kind of skipped. We saw new all-time highs for almost every single asset. XRP and XLM were held back a little bit, but XLM from Stellar had actually seen some pretty solid highs as well. But XRP was totally skipped in this run. That's another thing that made me feel a little more bullish long-term about that when it does explode, the pressure from that is going to also release. And I believe if you look at the market on both sides and you can see the stability, the consistency of the supply being traded, then I think that you can see something is about to give and something is about to go very, very soon. And guys, remember, this is not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. And as always, before we go on, I want to leave you with a final thought. Always have eyes that see the best, a heart that forgives the worst, a mind that forgets the bad, and a soul that never loses hope. Much love, and we will catch you in the next one.